Hey guys, so today I'm going to talk to you about how Castro's political policies impacted America. Castro's initial revolution was inspired by a desire to rid Cuba of the class disparity between the rich plantation owners and the poor farmers and ranchers. Castro, quote, took from the rich and gave to the poor, and the main way he sought to achieve this was by eliminating all foreign influence in Cuba while nationalizing all major corporations. Castro wanted to prevent Cuba from being a, quote, playground for rich North Americans and their business interests. While Castro was not a total communist, he revolutionized Cuba behind socialist ideals. Castro's situation in Cuba is remarkably similar to Allende's situation in Guatemala. Both wanted to spread the wealth and rid their country of class dispersion by nationalizing businesses and eliminating foreign influence. The United States condemned socialist ideology and felt threatened by the presence of a country with socialist ideals in their hemisphere of the world. In the case of Allende, because the United States felt threatened by his political policies and interests, they sent the CIA to dispose of him, and they succeeded. In the case of Castro, the United States, influenced by the thought of having a potentially socialist or communist, no one knows for sure, leader just 90 miles south of them, highly threatened their national security, not to mention their economic interests as well. So they sent the CIA to dispose of him in a plot known as the Bay of Pigs invasion. However, unlike in Guatemala, the Bay of Pigs invasion failed miserably, and Castro remained untouched. This is extremely significant because Castro then fully committed to becoming a communist. Castro had, quote, made a point of keeping his distance from the Soviet Union prior to the Bay of Pigs invasion. But after the Bay of Pigs invasion, he declared that he was, quote, leading a socialist revolution right under the noses of the Yankees. Castro went on to make a public alliance with the leader of the Soviet Union, Nikita Khrushchev. This severely impacted the United States in that Cuba now poses an extreme security risk to the United States because the Soviet Union had gained its first ally in the Western Hemisphere. The United States quickly responded by placing a trade embargo on Cuba, severely crippling Cuban economic exports. The embargo just further pushed Castro to the left as the Soviet Union offered to buy Cuba's abundance of sugar exports. These events led directly to arguably the most potentially dangerous encounter in history, the Cuban Missile Crisis. Overall, Castro's political policies and ideologies led the United States to believe that Castro was a dangerous man. This premature judgment of Castro eventually led to the most egregious political blunder by the United States in history, the Bay of Pigs invasion, and the most potentially dangerous encounter the United States has had in history, the Cuban Missile Crisis. That's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.